week we spoke briefly about the town's preparedness for the H1N1 flu virus and what precautions we're taking or contingencies we're putting in place. We did have a department heads meeting on Wednesday last week to begin to fabricate some contingencies to the extent that we can with those departments that may be most affected. And on Friday, I also attended a meeting with the superintendent of schools, school nurses, and our health agents to discuss how they would set up and actually run the flu shot clinic in the school system. I don't know what the most recent numbers are, but last Friday the preliminary results were out from the superintendent's phone survey that she had sent to all of the students' parents. And at the time of our meeting, there had been 76 responses, and 66 were indicating that they would have their children vaccinated. I would also point out that even as recently as an hour ago, there continues to be a great deal of uncertainty about the vaccine and how many times one is going to have to be vaccinated. Unfortunately, the flu virus will likely be in Belchertown before the vaccine is available in the numbers of doses that we need to vaccinate everyone who could be affected. But we're working as quickly as we can with what limited information and materials that are available to prepare for this, and hopefully it's not necessary in the end, but we are moving full steam ahead just the same.
Excellent, thank you.
Also, as I was speaking the last couple of weeks, the tents for the fair were erected last Sunday, yesterday as a matter of fact. I could not believe the number of people who showed up. It was great to see so many people helping out, and it took slightly over an hour to put up those 4 tents. And it was a great group effort, so thank you on behalf of the fair committee for everyone who did come out. Thursday this week, fireworks are at 7 p.m. at the Chestnut Hill School. It looks like the weather for the entire weekend is going to be as perfect as we could have ever hoped for. Folks can start arriving for the fireworks anytime after 5 or 5:30 is probably a good time if you can get there that early, but no one will be locked out. There's plenty of parking, and just follow anyone with an orange vest and they'll show you where there is parking available if things get jammed up a bit. The fair opens on Friday at 4 p.m., slightly a little bit earlier. The parade is at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and the fair will again be open on Sunday. If you do participate, enjoy the fair, and by all means be safe. That's our top priority, is making sure that no one gets injured on the fairgrounds or in and about the fair operation. And then don't forget, next week the fair needs to come down, so if anyone can help, then we will keep you posted on when the tents will come down. That's again a large task, but if folks do show up, it comes down rather easily, and it has to be sequenced with the weather. You can't fold the tents when they're wet, so just stay tuned for that. That's about it for me.
Thank you. Review of weekly mail.
I got a couple of them here, a few of them I should say. Number one is, let's see, the Massachusetts State Lottery Commission has informed the town that Cold Spring Discount Liquor is eligible for a new lottery program referred to as Keno to Go. And I guess as part of the process in introducing a new program such as this, is you can actually write objections, if you will, a written objection to the Massachusetts State Lottery Commission. So I just wanted to let that be known to the folks out there. The way it is described, however, before you start to think we got slots or something coming into Belchertown, is they describe it as being very similar to online games such as Megabucks and Mass Cash. So it's not a big departure from that, but if there are concerns, please forward them to the Board of Selectmen, and we could then in turn forward them over to the State Lottery Commission. Next one was 4C. This one, it's actually from the Pioneer Valley Planning Commission. They're going to have a kickoff ceremony or event, if you will, with regards to the 2010 census. And I did not notice if this would have been passed along to Mr. Barnett, who I believe is kind of heading up the census for Belchertown. So I just want to set that aside. It's for next week, September 29th, and it may or may not be of interest to Mr. Barnett.
I guess we should mention 21, which is the last one on the list. Did you want this? The United States Department of the Interior National Park Service writing to mention the fact that there is a New England National Scenic Trail passing through our town, and they are requesting that the town of Belchertown appoint 2 representatives to serve on the Trail Stewardship Council. They suggest, although it's not required, that one of the 2 that we appoint is someone who, let's see, what are the words? Ideally, the representative should be a pertinent town staff member or a commission member, and or landowner who owns property over which the trail crosses. These are not prerequisites. However, the appointed individual should be knowledgeable about local land use and related issues. The following individual has been identified to us as a possible appointee to serve on the TSC, Mr. Doug Elberson, town planner, which is exactly who I had thought, since he's not in the room.
You'll appreciate that.
So I guess I would ask Mr. Brome to ask Mr. Elberson if he's willing to accept that assignment. We probably should also put a note in the papers with regards to appointments that we're looking for someone, or the U.S. Department of Interior is looking for a non-town employee with some interest in local land use and related issues to be part of the New England National Scenic Trail Stewardship Council. I guess it's because of the new trail that was recently made a national trail, right? Is that the main reason for this coming through to us? Mr. Olber's new M&M
I think
trail?
that's probably right, correct. Yeah, but there's a map in there.
Maybe make sure we send a note to Jim Fox of the Land Trust to see if there's someone in this group that would be interested. And or Concom, maybe there's someone who's over, open space or Concom issues might be. Maybe they know someone that we could.
I put it in the newspaper.
Oh, absolutely, put in the newspaper for whoever's interested. If you're interested in trails, pro or con, send us a letter of interest and we'll try to appoint a couple folks to that position.